Hey tubers, so today we're going to take a look at, we're going to open the box and then basically install these things. These are RGB LED lights and they're made from Gup Pop Up, Gup Up. They get the weirdest names on this stuff, so I'm sure China's name. Gup Up color changing RGB LED lights. And these are supposed to actually have some kind of sensor, so if you're playing music or something, I don't know exactly how it works, but the lights are supposed to, I don't know, pulsate or do something with the sound of the music. So let's get going with opening this box and seeing what it comes with. So first thing when you open the box, you see a power cord here, which obviously these things are plugged in to, these are AC power, so you're going to plug them right into your wall outlet. So you will have a wire that goes up to the lights. This is the little connection box, which the tail end of this plugs into this box. And then you have your little connectors here. And you have something else as well. It almost looks like a optical type connector, but I'm not really sure what that is yet. We will find out. But these are the 4-prong connectors. You get a little color changing remote, so you can do all your settings, on, off. So this I'll probably just upstairs where I mount these things into my little, it's basically what I call a man cave where my movie room is. I'll just probably put a piece of Velcro on the back of this eventually and just stick it onto the wall, and then when I go up there I can do it, because you end up with so many remote controls and stuff, they're all over the place. This will have somewhere where it's convenient, so when I'm right there I can click it. And okay, so even though the box is small, supposedly these little strands here, each one of these is supposed to be 50 feet. So I have a whole 100 feet when you put these two together. I actually needed, like, I don't know, I think it was like 78 to 80 something feet. So this was the closest that came to it. And I don't care if I have any extra, I'll cut it off or whatever, because these are made to cut along these little cut marks here that you have on the stuff. Each one of these areas you can actually cut. Now the piece that comes off it, obviously that's not going to light unless you connect it up somehow to another end where they sell these little connectors. But I don't plan on doing that. I just plan on running it around the room, so I'm hoping that I don't need to do anything special when it comes to that. And this is the second roll, so this is the other 50 feet. So 100 feet of that, and that looks like it's basically it that's in the box. It gives you a little user manual here, and basically the Gup Up little card, and it just basically has some writing on there, which I don't have my glasses right now. Oop, I do have my glasses, so let me see if I can read this writing, whatever this card actually says. It says, "It seems that you have received our product. Trust me, take it out and try it according to the instructions. You will feel great. Give it a few days and you'll know it more after you've experienced RS difference." Oh, its difference, I'm sorry. Small writing. Its difference functions. Remember to share your joy with us. We have 12 months satisfaction guarantee for you. If for any reason you are unhappy with Gup Up, simply contact us at gupupsupport at, I don't know, it's at toondar.com. Looks like toondar.com. Enjoy your life with colorful lighting. So I'm not sure that that's actually legit or not. If they would really reimburse you, you'd probably have to pay for some kind of shipping, which these lights were, I think, only around 25 bucks. So to send these back to wherever, China or wherever they come from. These come right off Amazon. I purchased them, so I don't know how that would work, but I'm sure, I don't know if that would be Amazon, or I believe it would be GupUp that you would be actually returning these things to if you were unhappy with them. But we'll see what happens. And the instructions, I'll just look at this quickly. Basically it shows you some of the stuff. Well, it shows you the items that the kit comes with. Installation, step 1, step 2, step 3. Looks like step 3 is the last step. So 3 steps. And then basically, I've watched a few videos on different people hanging these things. So supposedly there's an adhesive end to this thing. Yeah, right on the back. If you can see, that's the 3M side of it. So you just peel that sticker off and stick them onto the wall. I'll probably end up where I'm gonna put them, I'll dust really good around that portion of the wall to make sure there's no dust buildup, because it's upstairs. We have a dog, so I'm hoping it's not too dusty, but I will probably run a duster around the area where I want to stick these things. It might not even be bad if you had like lightly alcohol and you just kind of like an alcohol wipe or something and rubbed it along the paint. I don't think it would do anything to the paint if you just quickly went over it, just to clean the areas where you were going to put this thing. But I don't think I'm going to go through all this, because worst case scenario, if I have some areas that come loose, I'll grab either my staple gun or something to that effect, and I'll just put it up that way. Because I don't plan on taking them down once they're up there. So hopefully they don't fall down. And I know they sell different little connectors too that you can buy on Amazon, that every so often you can, I think it's maybe with one little screw that you would screw into the wall, and it's got a plastic piece that goes right around the actual LED strip and holds it there. So that in a nutshell, that was the open box. It tells you on the back of this thing too how to control what some of the buttons do. It tells you different stuff, but you can actually figure that out once you got this thing set up and you're messing around with it. So all right, we'll be going upstairs shortly, and I'll clean up the area, and then we'll get going with this installation. So catch me in a bit. Okay, so we're upstairs and we're in the room where I'm going to put these lights. So I'm just panning the camera around. That's actually the movie screen right there that comes down. And we are going to go all around this area, even in this really area here, which is the staircase, only because it's still upstairs. And then come around back over here. So behind me, this area here has a plug right down there that runs right along this doorway, which I think that's going to be my takeoff spot where I'm going to plug this unit in, because it's right near this door here. So what I'm going to do right now is take this little feather duster, and I'm just going to go around all the edge where I'm planning on putting this thing. Now once again, I could actually use, and it probably would be a good idea to use some kind of like alcohol wipe or whatever, but I'm thinking this should be good enough. It's not super dirty. I'm saying that, but I'm sure it's never been dusted up here. I'm sure, so I'm going to do this around this entire room. Okay, I'm just in the process of cleaning the dust off the walls here, so I'm going to fast forward through this and any of the other areas just so you can kind of see what's going on, but don't have to listen to the blah blah blah. Before I forget to, always test your lights out. So there's an app that I downloaded for my phone, but I'll just use the little remote control that it comes with right now. So test your lights out, make sure that they're functioning properly. And you know, before you go and hang all this, you want to make sure that, you know, you're not wasting your time and what you're doing here. So, I mean, basically, I already played with these downstairs a little bit just to see, make sure that they were working okay. And I was kind of going through the features. The controller gives you basic features on this. Surprisingly, your phone gives you the speed control. It gives you a lot more range versus this little basic controller. So yeah, just don't think that, you know, once you have this controller, this is all it does. It does a lot of different stuff that you can mess around with. So, and there's even a way to dull these out right here. So I'm dulling. You know, you can do it with the controller, the phone, making them brighter. I think when you put these up, you're gonna want them bright, like fading in, maybe if you're trying to do something like in a movie setting or whatever, but I don't know about all that. Yeah, I'm just trying to do some like little ambiance around the room, so see how it works. So there you go, test your lights out, don't forget that. Alright, so I apologize for the AC. The noise you hear in the background is not a vacuum cleaner. It's the AC that was behind that white door where I'm working. That's going to continue to kick on and off. But I'm going to speed through all this just so you can see what's going on. And once again, apologize for that AC. I didn't realize it was going to be so loud. So this portion here, I'm using this board and a pole to try and get across this gap that I have over the staircase. From the top of that wall where I'm got the stick right now down is about 30 feet. And my ladder, unfortunately, was only like a 10-foot step ladder. So it didn't put me high enough to get up, and plus that's a staircase, so I don't have one of those special ladders that can adjust for the stairs, which would have been super handy at this point. So this is super tedious. I spent pretty much all my time doing this one little section here just so I could try and get that stuck to the wall. When I'm higher up on the staircase, it makes it easier, but this was a pain in the butt.
So as you've seen, I used the ladder on that last step, and I'm using it here. There's a little landing right under me that allowed my little 10-foot ladder to get on, but you can see I'm still stretching up to try and get at this thing, so I'm using every little bit I could just to do this. I spent well over an hour just on this one little section using these stupid boards and whatever tool I could use to get these things hung up. Here we go, walking up to the man cave. These things are bright. It illuminates. Hey tubers, so as you see behind me, it's day 3, and I just wanted to wait a few days to see if I was going to have any issues with the lights. Absolutely no issues. They work fine. Everything's stuck and is still stuck to the walls. And like I said before, all I had done was basically use that duster as you've seen in the video, and then I applied
the 3M adhesive that's on the back of these lights to the wall, and everything's sticking so far. So 3 days later, everything's still working good. The lights still work as they should with the controller. You can randomly change the color of these things if you want. And I mean, absolutely, you know, everything looks good on them. And you can still dim them out if you want. Go dimmer. These are bright, so at night, if you use the lights in here on this little controller, if you want to play around with it, you can actually use these to illuminate the whole room. And I think you've probably seen that in the earlier portion of this video where, I mean, there was no lights on and you could see everything. So it could be used as a night light because these things do not use a lot of electricity, being LEDs. So that's like an excellent feature that you can still dim them. And you still have the same controls on your phone as well. So, and you actually got more controls than you do with this. You can actually mess around with all the different colors and stuff, different flash settings and whatever that you still don't have on this. So I'm very happy with this setup. For, I can't complain, 25 bucks, and I got 100 feet of this. So if you're in the market to install one of these, I'll give this one definitely a 2 thumbs up for ease of use, you know, ease of installation, and actually giving it a real good look to what you're, you know, if you're going after this type of setup. So with that said, I'll end it here. You guys, hopefully you learned something with this video, and everybody stay safe.